the toughest gun control laws now in the country. What a surprise, come from New York. And you can only have 7 shots now. Just one more than a revolver. But if you have a semi-automatic handgun or anything like that, which sounds spooky if you don't know anything about guns, it's not. It's just not a revolver. And you load it from the base, and now you can have 7 shots. So you have one more than a revolver. Unfortunately, nobody makes a 7-shot clip. Nobody makes that. So you have to go down to a 5, because there are 5-shot clips and there are 10-shot clips. There are no 7-shot clips. So you automatically, all of your clips in your gun are all automatically illegal in New York. You cannot have them now. So you have to go out and buy a 5-shot clip. So it'd be better for you to have a revolver than it would be to have a semi-automatic handgun now.
So again, I'm not a big gun guy. So how many are typically in?
10.
So 10 typically?
You can have 10.
That's the typical way they sell them.
Mm-hmm.
Like no modifications. You don't go to the I want a mass shooting store to get a 10-shot gun.
10.
That's how they come.
You always have 10. I think they maybe have 12. Lance, and I think the Homeland Security and police can have 20. But in some states,
for
I don't
handguns?
know. Yeah, Lance, how many?
Lance, can you explain who Lance is?
Lance is part of our security detail. How many bullets in the standard handgun clip now? It's 10, right?
Usually about 10. But
10.
It varies depending on the model.
Right, and you can't have 12, I think. Some models?
Some have all the way up to 15 or 16.
15 or 16, okay. And do you know of anybody that makes a 7-round clip? It's 5, isn't it?
There are 5. Some have 7. It all
they do have
depends on
7.
the model. It
Okay.
varies.
All right. Thank you very much. It's really fascinating to me that now we have 5, which is less than a revolver.
I mean, it's 7, obviously. I mean, there's almost no difference to 5. I mean, it's 7, 5. What's the difference? I mean,
2.
Thank you. Yes, that was good. Good mathematics skills there. But the point is that they're trying to limit you to an incredibly low amount of bullets. Is what.
Well,
I'm
I
saying.
have news for you. If you have one intruder, you better be a good shot.
Yeah, I got to say, because the typical home invasion case that you read about on the news all the time, it's a team. It's not one guy coming in. It's a team of 2 or 3 or 4 coming in. If 4 guys break in and you've got a 5-shot gun.
And it's dark. You're scared.
And it's dark.
You're freaked. You're nervous. Maybe you're not the best shot in the world. I mean, 7 is ridiculous. 10 is ridiculous.
Jeremy was telling me, and I don't know if this is true because I've never been trained for the military, but he says the military trains you to 2 shots in the chest and 1 in the head. That's how you kill somebody. Boom, boom, boom. 3 shots. Well, I hope there's not 2 intruders because now I can't do that. And I better get every single bullet in exactly where I wanted it.
Yeah.
And everything now would be a headshot. If I only have 5 shots, I'm shooting you in the head.
And I would assume, again, I've never tried to shoot anyone in the head, but it seems like the hardest place to hit someone. You're moving around quickly. It's a smaller target.
Yeah.
That's when you're playing football. They don't tell you to go after the head or the legs because they can move. They have to go right after the torso because that's the place that can't move that fast. So you're going after their midsection because it's harder to move it. I mean, so even if they come in, 4 people come in, and you are able to hit 3 of them in the belly, well, it might keep going.
I find this all nonsensical. It's all nonsensical. None of this would have saved the kids.
No, none of
So
this.
what do? You go buy.
None of these things they're talking about would have saved the kids at Sandy Hook.
None of them.
Not one.
Not one. And this guy will use the executive orders. He's talking about 19 executive orders, and I haven't heard